Mahalo and hello. Thank you for joining me today. How are you? I saw this video pop up. Culture shock, hiking in Germany versus USA. And I always see that guy on TikTok, Liam, his name is. He's always talking about hiking. It makes me think you guys love to hike. I'm pretty sure Germans love to hike. So I was curious, like what is, okay, hiking in Germany, how is it different than the USA? Is it just that much better? I don't know. Culture shock. Let's see.
Here.
I mean, let me shout this guy out real quick. Small channel, traveling expat life. Go check him out.
And I'm on a little walk with my dog Mocha.
Okay, this is, who's talking? How is he talking? Is he a ventriloquist?
Outside of my house, here in the countryside of Germany. And
Stunning.
I just want to talk a little bit about...
Look how green you guys are. Look at the giant windmills. It actually makes the place look better. Isn't that a nice like benefit? It looks cool.
Out hiking in Germany.
Wow,
and,
look at that.
Maybe compare it to hiking in the United States, like what I was used to.
Man, I just love... I'm sorry to talk over this guy, but I just love like a little village like that. That's something you just don't see here in America. God, look at that. It's so cool. It's so perfect. You got the windmills, the landscape, like the farmland, a little village, a cow.
Literally stepped outside my front door and just went for a walk.
Okay.
And here I am out
What is that? There's a wolf charging at you. Watch out.
The woods, the forest, farmland, the countryside. I've got my dog. My dog, Mocha, has not been on a leash since we left the house. I have it with me in case we pass someone.
Okay.
And I need to put her on there, but
It doesn't look like Mocha's moving too quickly anyway.
for the most part, we walk out here and Mocha's back there, and typically she never goes on leash. She's just free. So walking, hiking,
My dog could never.
wandern, and
Wanderlust.
Germany is almost like a basic human right. And so there are these trails all throughout the countryside, and you hit these trails and you can walk for miles and miles and miles, kilometers, and then they connect to other trails and you can walk forever. So there's this huge trail network of interconnecting trails from the countryside. So yeah, you just leave your house and you walk. And I would imagine...
What a foreign concept for me over here in America. Leave your house and walk. Especially here in Indiana, though. There's just not. Don't come to Indiana if you're trying to hike. Don't come here. It's a sad state of affairs. The hiking, at least.
If you mapped out the trails correctly, you could probably walk from my house in Western Germany near the French border, probably all the way to Berlin, Munich.
No way. Without going on a road?
Wherever you wanted to go.
Obviously, you'd have to cross roads.
Germany, and then some of them connect, like there are trails that cross the French border, and you can walk over. And
this is like a Forrest Gump's paradise.
Yeah, so it's basically like a, like someone's right that they have to be able to get out in the countryside and walk. And even in the big cities, they have parks, huge parks of trail networks, and you can hit those trails. And they have bike trails that connect to other trails that go out to the countryside. So,
where did he go? I was listening.
Now this
You
guy
cut yourself off.
does not look like a wild rabbit. I mean, to me, it looks like someone who escaped from. It's like a rabbit that escaped from someone's house, someone's farm, or something. But he certainly is just sitting there, kind of chilling.
He's too
out.
clean.
He doesn't want me to get too close, but he's not running away very fast either. So I'm not.
Look at this German rabbit. They're slightly different. You know, I'm not much of an animalologist, but it's interesting to see, like, it's just a slightly different. This white around the eye. His head's a little more boxy. He's pretty big.
Not sure what his story is, And now my dog, Mocha is up chasing something. I don't know. Yeah, so here we are. Not too far from the highway. You could probably hear some motorcycles and cars down there, but just wandering out here in the middle of the forest in Germany. I've got a lost or sick bunny rabbit behind me, and my dog is running around the woods trying to find something. I'm not sure what she's looking for, but she doesn't even seem to know that the bunny is there. She's not much of a hunter. Mocha?
It's sort of like I'm looking at this wondering how all the plants are so green, but there's so much leaves on the ground. It looks like fall or autumn if you looked at the ground, but then the leaves
Not much of a hunter.
kind of, it's very beautiful.
Now, when I grew up in the
But I don't
United States,
understand.
I lived there for many years. I grew up in the country. I grew up in a little town in the country, and
Do you guys have poison ivy? That would be awesome if you don't.
grew up in the country.
That's kind of what this looks like right here. I'm trying to, it's blurry. Is that might be poison ivy.
I grew up in a little town in the country, and my parents live in rural Arkansas now, and there aren't a lot of people around. But I tell you, it's kind of difficult to hike there because there's highways and there aren't any real specified places for people to walk. There's fences, you know, you can't cross through people's farms and on their fences. So hiking, from my perspective in the United States, is normally something special you do, that you make a trip, you go on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe you know, you go to a national park and go hiking, or to a state park.
Yes.
You go somewhere special to hike. You don't
Right.
just do it from your backyard.
Yeah, you gotta like drive there. I'd have to go to a different state.
Are you happy? Mocha likes it out here. She's quite fond of the German country trail system. You know, we've got a little, if you can see
Wow.
that up there, we've got a little hunter stand.
Is that
A lot
what
of
toughs
hunting
are?
out here. A lot of deer, little deer. They call them ray. A lot of wild boar. There's also an animal that looks like what I call a bighorn sheep. They call it mouflon. Sometimes I'll see herds of those out here, maybe 20 or 30 of them. So they're out here. So a lot of hunting. There's a lot of different aspects. So, and here we've got some fruit trees, and it's a little past the season right now, but we got some apple trees, just delicious apple trees. And you know, I mean, people just walk by and pick them. I pick them sometimes and eat them. I don't know if no one really seems to care. So, but yeah, so you've got fruit trees, there's plums, there's pears.
Isn't it kind of funny how I would think the same thing? Like, I hope I'm allowed to take this fruit off the tree. It's like it's a freaking tree. It's nature. Take the apple. It's interesting how he keeps saying that walking and hiking, it's like a human right. It's an interesting. I guess I've heard people talk about like the freedom of movement and stuff, and obviously that is a human right to go wherever you please as long as it's public. But it's interesting to think it's more, and people don't talk about that here in America, like your freedom of hiking.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Freedom to
Yeah,
hike.
it's really cool. You know, it's not the Alps, it's not the Rocky Mountains, but it's pretty nice if you ask me. And then to have it right outside your front door is really something pretty special, I think.
I think so.
All right, y'all. So this is Lee, and hope you all have a great day.
Thank you, Lee. You too. Go check out his channel. That was a cool video. I enjoyed that. It was very relaxing. I like the music. And he has a good knack for just talking, and it was relaxing. What can I say? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I said what I needed to say. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you come back tomorrow. But if not, have a good week. And if you do, well, I'll see you tomorrow.